Well, welcome everybody to our 12th night in 1 hour today. The students are from Niagara University, United States of America, and they come over here in the summer to study Shakespeare and also contemporary British drama, and they study the performance of both contemporary British drama and the performance of Shakespeare, which you will see now, because the final week that they're in the UK, they perform in Stratford, and this is our performance this year, 12th Night in 1 hour. Just also to add, for those of you who aren't familiar with the story of 12th Night, it is centered around twins, and Shakespeare himself had twin children of his own, so he had a lot of personal experience of twins. But in our production, our twins are identical twins, boy-girl, but identical. So just so you know, I think that will help you with the story. For those of you who aren't familiar with the story, we have a lovesick Duke here, and you will see very soon a countess here, for whom the Duke is determined to have a love match. So all of this is shifting and happening in 12th Night. Welcome everybody.
12th Night. What you will, what you will,
what you will, what you will, what you will,
what you will,
what you will,
what you will.
Music be the food of love. Play on. Give me excess of it, that surfeiting the appetite may sicken and so die. That strain again, it had a dying fall. It came o'er my ear like the sweet south that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough! No more. It is not so sweet now as it was before. Spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou, and notwithstanding thy capacity, receiveth as the sea. Not enters there of what validity and pitch soe'er, but falls into abatement and low price, even in a minute. So full of shapes is fancy, that it alone is high fantastical.
What country, friends, is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
What should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he's not drowned. What think you, sailor?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
Oh, my poor brother. And so perchance may he be. Who governs here?
A noble duke, in nature as in name,
What is his name?
Orsino.
Orsino. I've heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is now, or was so very late. For but a month ago I went from hence, and then 'twas fresh in murmur, as you know, what great ones do, the less will prattle of, that he did seek the love of fair Olivia,
What's she?
a virtuous maid, the daughter of a count, that died some 12 months since then, leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died.
Oh, that I served that lady, and might not be delivered to the world till I had made mine own occasion mellow what my estate is.
That were hard to compass. because she will admit no kind of suit. No, not the Duke's.
There is a fair behavior in thee, Captain. And though that nature with a beauteous wall doth oft close in pollution, yet of thee I will believe thou hast a mind that suits with this thy fair and outward character. I pray thee, and I'll pay thee bounteously, conceal me what I am, and be my aid, for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this Duke. Thou shalt present me as a eunuch to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that will allow me very worth his service. What else mayhap to time I will commit, only shape thou thy silence to my wit.
Be you his eunuch and your mute, I'll be. When my tongue blabs, then let mine eyes not see.
I thank thee. Lead me on.
What a plague means my niece to take the death of her brother thus?
Sir Toby Belch, how now, Sir Toby Belch?
Sweet Sir Andrew.
I'll ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Pourquoi, my dear knight?
What is pourquoi? Do or not do? I would I had bestowed that time in the tongues that I had in fencing, dancing, and bear baiting. Oh, had I but followed the art.
Then hadst thou an excellent head of hair.
Why would that have mended my hair?
Past question, for thou seest you will not curl by nature.
But it becomes me well enough, does not?
Excellent, and hangs like flax on a distaff. And I hope to see a housewife take thee between her legs and will spin it off.
I'll home tomorrow, Sir Toby. Your niece will not be seen, or if she will, it's 4 to 1 till none of me. The Count himself here hard by woos her.
She'll none of the Count. She'll not match above her degree, neither in estate years nor wit. I've heard her swear it. But there's life in it, man.
I'll stay a month longer. I delight in masque and revel, sometimes all together.
Art thou good at these kickshaws this night?
If any man in Illyria, whatsoever he be, under the degree of my better, but I will not compare with an old man.
What is thy excellence in a galliard?
Faith, I can cut a caper,
And I can cut the mutton toots.
and I have the back simply as strong as any man in Illyria.
I can't tell by the excellent constitution of thy leg, which was formed under the star of a galliard.
Aye, 'tis strong, but doesn't differ well in a flame-colored stock. Shall we set about some revels?
What shall we do else? Were we not born under Taurus?
Horse, that's sides and heart.
No, sir, it is legs and thighs. Let me see thee caper. Ha, higher! Ha, ha, excellent.
If the Duke continue these favors towards you, Cesario, you are like to be much advanced. He hath known you for 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
Who saw Cesario ho?
On your attendance, my lord, here.
Stand you a while aloof. Cesario, thou knowst no less but all. I have unclasped to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her doors, and tell them there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord. If she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she never will admit me.
Be clamorous, and leap all civil bounds, rather than make unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her, my lord. What then?
Oh, then unfold the passion of my love. Surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It shall become thee well to act my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth than in a nuncio's of more grave aspect.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it. For they shall yet belie thy happy ears that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth than Rubius. Thy small pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound, and all assemblage of a woman's part. I know thy constellation is right apt for this affair. Prosper well in this. Thou shalt live as freely as thy lord. All his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady.
Ah,
Yet a barful strife. Whoe'er I woo, myself would be his wife.
God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Did you not hear, fellows?
Take away the lady.
Go to, you're a dry fool. I'll know more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
2 faults, Madonna, that drink in good counsel will amend. For, give the dry fool drink, then is the fool not dry. Bid this dishonest man mend himself.
If he mend himself, he is no longer dishonest. And if he cannot, let the botcher mend him.
Anything that is mended is but patched. Virtue that transgresses is but patched with sin. Sin that amends is but patched with virtue.
If that the simple syllogism will serve, so. And if not, what remedy?
As there is no true cuckold but calamity. So, beauty's a flower.
The lady bade take away the fool, therefore I say again,
Take her away.
Sir, I bade to take away you.
Misprision in the highest degree.
Lady, cuckoos non facit monop.
That's as much to say as I were not motley in my brain.
Good madame, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, good Madonna.
Make your proof.
I must catechize you forth, Madonna.
Good my mouse of virtue, answer me.
For want of other idleness, I'll bide your proof.
Good Madonna, why mourst thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven.
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven.
Take away the fool, gentlemen.
What think you of this fool, Malvolio? Doth he not mend?
Yes, and shall do till the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity, for the better increasing your folly.
Sir Toby will be sworn that I am no fox, but he will not pass his word for tuppence, if you are no fool.
How say you that, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that had no more brain than a stone. Look now, he's out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he is gagged. I protest, I take these wise men that grow so at these set kind of fools no better than the fools they need.
You are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with a distempered appetite. To be generous, guiltless, and of free disposition is to take those things for bird bolts that you deem cannon bullets. There is no slander in an allowed fool, though he do nothing but rail, nor no railing in a no discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Now, Mercury, endue thee with leasing, for thou speakst well of fools.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desires to speak with you.
From the Count Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam, 'tis a fair young man.
Who of my people hold him in delay?
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Fetch him off, I pray you.
Madam, yon young gentleman swears he will speak with you. I told him he was sick. He takes upon himself to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. You have a foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He is fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so. But he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be the bearer to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, it's mankind.
Let him approach. Call in my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman! My lady calls!
Give me my veil. Come, throw it over my face. We'll once more hear Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house. Which is she?
Speak to me, I shall answer for her. Your will?
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you, tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I'd be loath to cast away my speech, for, besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to con it.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my part. Good gentle one, give me modest assurance that you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech.
Are you a comedian?
No, my profound heart. And yet, by the very fangs of malice, I swear I'm not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
Most certain if you are she, you do usurp yourself, for what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is for my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise and show you the heart of my message.
Come to what's important, and I forgive you the praise.
Alas, I have took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
It is the more like to be famed. I pray you keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach rather to wander at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. 'Tis not the time of moon with me to make one in so skipping a dialogue.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way. No, good swabber, I am to hold here a little longer. Some mollification for your giant, sweet lady. Tell me your mind, I am a messenger.
Sure you have some hideous matter to discuss when the courtesy of it is so fearful. Speak your office.
It alone concerns your ear. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter.
Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I would and what I am are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To any others, profanation.
Give us the place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady.
A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method, in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your office. But we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir. Such a one I was this present. Is not well done.
Excellently done, if God did all.
'Tis in grain, sir. 'Twill endure wind and weather.
Oh, his beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Oh, lady, you are the cruelest she alive, if you lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out diverse schedules of my beauty. As item, 2 lips, indifferent red. Item, 2 gray eyes with lids to them. Item, 1 chin, 1 neck, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see what you are. You are too proud. And yet, if you were the devil, you are fair. Our Lord and Master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompensed, though you were crowned the non-prey of beauty.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
The Lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial would I find no sense. I would not understand it. Why?
What would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of contemned love, and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Halloo your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortune, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot let him. Let him send no more. Unless perchance you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well. I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
I am no feed post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman. I will Born thou art, thy tongue, thy limbs, thy pace, actions, and spirits do give thee fivefold blazon. Not too fast. Soft, soft. Unless the master were the man. How now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague? Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be. What ho, Malvolio?
Here, madam, at your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger, the county's man. He left this ring behind him. Would I or not? Tell him I'll none of it. Desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him up with hope. I am not for him. If that youth should come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reason for it. Hie thee, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
I know not what, and fear to find mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and be this so. Were you not e'en now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir. On a moderate pace I have since arrived but hither.
She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. Receive it so.
Took the ring of me. I'll none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and it is her will. It should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside hath not charmed her. She made good view of me. Indeed, so much methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts, distractedly. She loves me, sure. The cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring? Why, he sent her none. I am the man. Oh, if it be so, as 'tis, poor lady, she were better love a dream. Oh, disguise, I see thou art a wickedness, wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy it is for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms. Alas, frailty is the cause, not we. For such as we are made of, such we be. Oh, how will this fadge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him. And she, mistaken, seems to dote as much on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now alas the day, what birthless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? Oh, time, thou must untangle this, not I. 'Tis too hard a knot for me to untie.
Approach, Sir Andrew. Not to be abed after midnight is to go to bed betimes, and deliculo surgere. Oh.
Nay, by my troth I know not. But I know to be up late is to be up late.
Oh, false conclusion. I hate it as an unfilled can. Go to bed after midnight, and then to be up then is early, so that to go to bed late is to be up betimes. Does not our life consist of the four elements?
Faith, so they say, but I think it rather consists of eating and drinking.
Thou art a scholar. Let us therefore eat and drink.
Here comes the fool of faith. Would you have a love song or a song of good life?
Love song. Love song?
Aye, aye, I care not for good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay and hear your true love's calling. Oh, stay and
can sing both high and low. Think no further, pretty sweeting, journeys ending, lovers meeting, every wise man's son doth know.
Excellent. Good of faith.
Good.
What is love? 'Tis not hereafter. Present birth hath present laughter. Present birth hath present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In relate there lies no plenty. So come and kiss me, sweet and 20. Stuff will not endure.
A mellifluous voice as I am tonight.
What a caterwauling do you keep here? If my baby had not come up with the doors of polio and weakening horses on the doors, nothing could be!
My ladies are Catayan. We are politicians. Malvolio's a Pega Ramsey, and three merry men be we.
My masters, are you mad or what are you? Do ye make an alehouse of my lady's house, that ye squeak out your cozier catches without any mitigation or remorse of voice? Is there no respect of person's place nor time in you?
We did keep time, sir, in our catches. Oh, Snecker.
Sir Toby, I must be round too. My lady bade me tell you that though she harbors you as her kinsman, she's nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, and it would please you to take leave of her, she is more than willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell, dear heart, for I must needs soon be gone.
Nay, good Sir Toby.
His eyes do show his days are almost done.
Even so,
But I will never die.
Sir Toby, there you lie.
'tis much credit to you.
Shall I bid him go?
What and if you do?
Shall I bid him go and spare not?
Oh, no, 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 you dare not.
Out of tune, sir, ye lie. Art thou any more than steward? Dost thou think that because thou art virtuous there shall be no more cakes and ale?
Mistress Mary, if you prized my lady's favor, you would not give means for such an uncivil rule. She shall know of it by this hand.
Go shake your ears! The devil a Puritan that he is, furnishing constantly but a time pleaser, an affectioned ass that can't stay without book and utters it by great swathes. The best persuaded of himself, so crammed does he think, with excellencies that it is his ground of faith that all that look on him love him. And it is on that vice in him that my revenge will find a notable cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love, wherein by the color of his beard, the size of his leg, the manner of his gait, the expression of his eyes, forehead, and complexion, he will find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very like my lady, your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent, I smell a device.
I have it in my nose, too.
You shall think by the letters thou wilt drop that they come from my niece, and that she's in love with him.
My purpose indeed is a horse of that color.
And your horse would then make him an ass.
Yes, I doubt not.
Oh, 'twill admirable.
Sport royal, I warrant you.
Oh, come. I'll go burn some sack. Oh, it's too late to go to bed now. Come night! Come night!
Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. Saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew ya. tied you to her kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from the lips she drew the hallelujah. 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 Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love, sweet pangs of it, remember me. Such as I am, all true lovers are. Unstayed and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. Or dost thou like my tune?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou dost speak masterly. My life upon, young though thou art, thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it loves, hath it not, boy?
A little by your favor.
What kind of woman is't?
Of your complexion.
She is not worth thee, then. What years of faith?
About your years, my lord.
Too old, by heaven. Let still the woman take an elder than herself. So wears she to him, so sways she level in her husband's heart. For, boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost and worn than women's are.
I think it well, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself, for thy affection cannot hold the bent. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
And so they are. Alas, that they are so. To die, even when they to perfection grow.
Oh, fellow! Come, the song we had last night. Mark you, Cesario, it is old and plain. The spinsters, and the knitters in the sun, and the free maids that do weave their thread with bones, do use to chant it. It is silly, sooth, and dallies with the innocence of love like the old age.
Are you ready, sir?
I prithee, sing.
Come away, then, and instead cycles let me be laid. Fly away, friend, I am slain by a fair cruel maid. My shroud of white still go with you, oh, prepare it. My part of death, no one so true did share it. Not a flower sweet, on my black coffin let there be strewn. Not a friend grieve, my poor corpse where my bones shall be thrown. 1,000 sighs to stay, lady. Oh, where that true love never find my grave to weep there.
There's for thy pains.
No pain, sir. I take pleasure in singing, sir.
I'll pay thy pleasure then.
Truly, sir, pleasure will be paid, one time or another.
Give me now leave to leave thee.
Now the melancholy God protect thee, and the tailor make thy doublet of changeable taffeta, for thy mind is a very opal.
I would have such men of constancy put to sea, that their business might be everything and their intent everywhere. But that's it. That makes a good voyage of nothing. Farewell.
Farewell.
Let all the rest give place. Once more, Cesario, get thee to yon same sovereign cruelty.
But if she cannot love you, sir.
I cannot be so answered.
Sooth, but you must. lady, perchance there is, hath for your heart as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia's. You cannot love her. You tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman's size can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much. They lack retention. Alas, their love may be called appetite. No motion of the liver but the palate, to suffer surfeit, employment, and revolt. The mind is all as hungry as the sea, and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me, and that I owe Olivia. To her in haste. Give her this jewel. Say, my love can give no place. Bide no denay.
Oh, here comes the little villain. How now, my vessel of India?
Peeking all into the back street. Malvolio's coming down this walk. He's been yonder in the sun practicing behavior to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Close, in the name of justice! Lie thou there, for here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling.
'Tis but fortune. All is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near that, should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on't?
Here's an overweening rogue.
Slight, I could so beat the rogue.
Peace, I say.
To be Count Malvolio.
Ah, rogue!
Pistol him, pistol him!
Peace, peace.
There is example for it. The lady of the street, she did marry the yeoman of the wardrobe.
Fie on him, Jezebel.
Oh, peace, now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state,
Fire and brimstone.
calling my officers about me, in my branched velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I have left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone.
And then, to have the humor of state, and after a demure travail of regard, telling them that I know my place as I should they know theirs, to call for my kinsman, Toby,
Bolts and shackles.
saying, Cousin Toby, fortune, having cast me upon your niece, gives me the prerogative of speech.
What? What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Out, scab!
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me, I warrant you.
One Sir Andrew.
I knew 'twas I, for many do call me a fool.
What employment have we here?
Oh, peace in the spirit of humors, intimate reading aloud to him. No.
By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's, and her T's, and thus makes she her great P's. It is in contempt of question my lady's hand.
Her C's, her U's, and her T's, why that?
To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes. To whom should this be? Jove knows I love, but who? Lips, do not move. No man must know. No man must know? What follows? The number's altered. No man must know if this should be the Malvolio.
Mary, hang thee, Brock!
I could make this resemble something in me. Softly. M-O-A-I. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants, let thy tongue tang arguments of state. Put thyself into the trick of singularity. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say, remember. Go to. Thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, the fellow of servants, and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. I thank my stars. I am happy. I will be strange, stout, in yellow stockings and cross-gartered even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do all thou wilt have me.
I could marry a wench for this device,
So could I, too.
and ask for no other dowry but for such another jest.
If you shall see the fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come before her in yellow stockings, and 'tis the color she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests. And he will smile upon her, which will be now so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to melancholy as she is, that it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt.
Say, Lieutenant.
And you, sir?
Je vous garde, monsieur?
Et vous aussi, votre serviteur?
I hope, sir, you are, and I am yours.
Will you encounter the house? My niece is desirous you should enter, should your trade be to her.
I am bound to your niece, sir. I mean, she is the list of my voyage.
Taste your legs, sir. Put them to motion.
My legs do better understand me, sir, than I understand what you mean by bidding me taste my legs.
I mean to go, sir, to enter.
I will answer you with gate and entrance.
Let the garden door be shut and leave me to my hearing. Now, sir, give me your hand.
My duty, madam. Most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant? Sir, you are servant to the Count Orsino.
Madam, I come to whet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
By your leave, I pray you. I bade you never speak again of him, but would you undertake another suit? I'd rather hear you to solicit that than music from the spheres.
Dear lady,
Give me leave, beseech you. I did send, after the last enchantment you did hear, a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me, you. Under your hard construction must I sit to force that on you in a shameful cunning, which you knew none of yours. What might you think?
I pity you.
That's a degree to love.
No, not a grise, for 'tis vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies.
Oh. Well, methinks 'tis time to smile again. Oh, world, how apt the poor are to be proud! If one should be a prey, how much the better to fall before the lion than the wolf. There lies your way due west.
Then westward ho! Grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. You'll nothing, madam, to my lord by me.
Stay. I prithee, tell me what thou thinkst of me.
That you do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, then I think the same of you.
Then think you right. I am not what I am.
I would you were as I would have you be.
Oh, would it be better, madam, than I am? Wish it were, for now I am your fool.
What a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip. The murderous skill shows not itself more soon than love that would seem hid. Love's night is noon. Cesario! By the roses in the spring, by maidhood, honor, truth, in everything, I love thee, so that maugre all thy pride, nor wit nor reason can thy passion hide. Do not extort thy reason from this cause, for that I rule thou therefore hast no cause, but rather reason thus with reason better. Love sought is good, but given unsought is better.
By innocence I swear, and by my youth I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, that no woman has, nor never none shall mistress be of it, save I alone. So, adieu, good madam. Nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again, for thou perhaps mayst prove that part which now more is to like his love.
Why, look where the youngest friend of 9 comes.
If you desire the spleen and will laugh yourself into stitches, follow me. Yon gun Malvolio is turned heathen, a very renegado. For there is no Christian that means to be saved by believing rightly could ever believe such impossible passages of grossness. He's in yellow stockings.
And cross-garter.
Most villainously, like a pendant that keeps the school in the church. He does obey every point of the letter that I dropped to betray him. He does smile his face into more lines than the new map with the augmentation of the Indies.
Come, bring us where he is.
I have sent after him. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What bestow with him? For youth is far more oft than begged or borrowed. I speak too loud. Where's Malvolio? He is sad and civil and suits well for a servant of my fortune. Where is Malvolio?
He's coming, madam, but in a very strange manner. He sure is possessed, madam.
Why, what's the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam, he does nothing but smile. Your ladyship were best to have some guard about you if he comes, for sure the man is tainted in sweat.
Go call him hither. I am as mad as he is. Sad and merry madness equal me. What? Oh, Malvolio.
Sweet lady, ho, ho.
Smilest thou? I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad, lady? I could be sad. This does cause some obstruction in the blood, this cross-gartering. But if it please the eye of one, it is with me as the very true sonnet says. Please one and please all.
Why, how dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, though yellow in my legs. We have received the command, and I think we do know the sweet Roman hand.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed? Aye, sweetheart, and I'll come to thee.
Oh, God comfort thee. Why dost thou smile so and kiss my hand so oft?
How do you, Malvolio?
At your request. Yes, Nightingale's answer does.
Why appear you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well writ.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great.
Huh?
Some achieve greatness.
What sayest thou?
And some have greatness thrust upon them.
Heaven restore thee.
Remember who commended thy yellow stockings.
Thy yellow stocking.
And wish to see me ever cross-gartered.
Cross-gartered?
Go to. Thou art made if thou desirest to be so.
Am I made?
If not, let me see thee a steward still.
Why, this is very midsummer madness. Good Maria, let this fellow be looked to. Let some of my people have a special care of him. I would not have him miscarry for the half of my dowry.
Oh ho, do you come near me now? This concurs directly with the letter. I have limed her, but it is Jove's doing, and Jove make me thankful. And when she went away now, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow, not Malvolio, but fellow. Why, everything adheres together, that no dram of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no obstacle, no incredulous or unsafe circumstance. What can be said? Nothing that can be can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes. Well, Jove, not I, is to be thanked.
I have said too much unto a heart of stone, and laid mine honor to one chariot. Here. Wear this jewel, please. 'Tis my picture. beseech you, come again tomorrow. What would you ask of me that honor saved that I'll deny?
Nothing but this, your true love for my master.
How, with mine honor, can I give him that which I have given to you?
I will acquit you.
Well, come again tomorrow. Fare you well. Fiend like thee might bear my soul to hell.
Will you make me believe that I am not sent for you?
Go to. Thou art a foolish fellow. Let me be clear of thee. Well held out of faith.
No, I do not know you, nor I am not sent to you by my lady to bid you come speak with her.
Nor is your name now Master Cesario, nor is this not my nose either.
Nothing that is so is so.
I prithee, vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowest, not me.
Vent my folly?
Shall I vent to her that thou art coming? I prithee, foolish Greek, depart from me.
Now, sir, have I met thee again? There's for you.
Why, there's for thee, and there, and there. Oh, don't go mad.
Hold, sir, I'll throw your dagger o'er the house.
This will I tell my lady straight.
I would not be in some of your coats for tuppence.
Come on, sir, hold!
Nay, let him alone. I'll go to work with him another way. I'll be action of battery against if there's any law in Illyria. Though I hit him first, but that's no matter.
What hold I have?
Come, sir, I will not let you go. You're a soldier. Put up your iron, you're well-fleshed. Come
I
on!
will be clear of thee. What wouldst thou now? If thou darest tempt me further, draw thy sword.
What? Come, I must have an ounce or two of this malapert blood from you.
Hold, Toby! On thy life, I charge thee, hold!
Madam.
Ungracious wretch, fit for the mountains and the barber's caves where manners ne'er were preached. Out of my sight. Be not offended, dear Cesario. Rudesby, be gone! I prithee, gentle friend, let thy fair wisdom, not thy passion sway, in this uncivil and unjust extent against thy peace. Go with me to my house, and hear thou there how many fruitless pranks this ruffian hath botched up, that thou thereby mayst smile at this. Thou shalt not choose but go. Do not deny. He shrewd his soul for me. He started one poor heart of mine in thee.
What relish is in this? How runs the stream? Or I am mad, or else this is a dream. Let fancy still my sense and lead thee steep. If it be thus to dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee. Wouldst thou be ruled by me?
That I will.
Oh, say so, and so be.
It's now. This is the air. That is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me, I do feel it and see it, and though 'tis wonder that enwraps me thus, yet 'tis no madness. For though my soul disputes well with my sense that this may be some error, but no madness, yet doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust mine eyes, and wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust, but that I am mad, or else the lady's mad. Yet if 'twere so, she could not sway her house, command her followers, take and give back affairs in their dispatch with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There's something in it that is deceivable. But here the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine. If you mean well, go with me and with this holy man into the chantry by. There before him and under his consecrated roof, plight me the full assurance of your faith, that my most jealous and too doubtful soul may live at peace. What do you say?
I'll follow this good man and go with you. And having sworn truth, ever will be true.
Lead the way, good father. Heaven may so shine that they may fairly know this act of mine.
Here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on earth.
What would my lord, but that he may not have wherein Olivia may seem serviceable? Cesario, you do not keep promise with me.
Madam,
Gracious Olivia.
What do you say, Cesario? Good, my lord.
my lord would speak. My duty hushes me.
If it be aught to the old tune, my lord, it is as fat and fulsome to mine ears as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant, lord.
What, to perverseness? You uncivil lady, to whose ingrate and unauspicious altars my soul, the faithful's offerings, hath breathed out that her devotion tendered. What shall I do?
Even what it please my lord that shall become him.
Why should I not, had I the heart to do it, like to the Egyptian thief at point of death, kill what I love? A savage jealousy that sometimes savors nobly. But hear me this, since you to non-regardance cast my fate, and that I partly know the instrument that screws me from my true place in your favor, live you the marble-breasted tyrant still, but this your minion, whom I know you love, and who by heaven I swear I tender dearly, him will I tear out of that cruel eye where he sits crowned in his master's spite. Come, boy, with me. My thoughts are ripe with mischief. I'll sacrifice the land that I do love to spite a raven's heart within a dove.
I most jocund apt and willingly to do you rest, 1,000 deaths would die.
Where goes Cesario?
After him that I love more than I love these eyes, more than my life, more by all more than air I shall love wife. If I do feign, you witnesses above, punish my life for the tainting of my love.
I, me detested! How am I beguiled?
Who does beguile you? Who does do you wrong?
Hast thou forgot thyself? Is it so long? Call forth the Holy Father.
Come, away!
Whither, my lord? Cesario, husband, stay!
Husband?
Aye, husband, can he that deny?
Her husband, sirrah!
Oh, no, my lord, not I.
Alas, it is the baseness of thy fear that makes thee strangle thy propriety. Fear not, dear Cesario. Take thy fortunes up. Be that thou know thou art, and then thou art as great as that thou fearst. Oh, welcome, father. Father, I charge thee by thy reverence here to unfold, though lately we intended to keep in darkness what occasion now reveals before 'tis ripe. Tell me what thou dost know hath newly passed between this youth and me.
A contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed by the mutual joinder of your hands, attested by the holy close of lips, strengthened by the interchangement of rings in all the ceremony of this compact, strengthened by my function and by my testimony, since when my watch hath told me toward my grave I have traveled but 2 hours.
O thou dissembling cup, what wilt thou be when time hath sowed a grizzle on thy case? Or not else, thy craft so quickly grow that thine own trip shall be thine overthrow. Farewell, and take her, but direct thy feet, where thou and I henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest.
Oh, do not swear. Hold little faith, though thou hast too much fear.
I am sorry, madam. I have hurt your kinsman, but had it been the brother of my blood, I must have done no less with wit and safety. You throw a strange regard upon me, and by that I do perceive it hath offended you. Pardon me, sweet one, even for the vows we made each other but so late ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, and 2 persons. A natural perspective, that is and is not. How have you made division of yourself? An apple cleft in two is not more twin than these two creatures. Which is Cesario?
Oh, most wonderful!
Do I stand there? I never had a brother, nor can there be that deity in my nature of here and everywhere. I had a sister, whom the blind waves and surges have devoured. Of Charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman, what name, what parentage? Of Messalene. Sebastian was my father. Such a Sebastian was my brother too, so went he suited to his watery tomb. If spirits can assume both form and suit, you come to fright us. Spirit I am indeed, but am in that dimension grossly clad, which from the womb I could anticipate. If thou were a woman, as the rest of you goes even, I should my tears let fall upon your cheek and say, thrice welcome, drowned Viola! My father had a mole upon his brow, and so had mine, and died that day when Viola from her birth had numbered 13 years. That record is lively in my soul. He finished indeed his mortal act the day that made my sister 13 years. If nothing lets to make us happy both, but this my masculine usurped attire, do not embrace me till each circumstance of place, time, and fortune do cohere and jump that I am Viola, which to confirm I'll bring you to a captain of this town that hath my maiden's weeds, by whose gentle help I was preserved to serve this noble count. All the occurrence of my fortune since hath been between this lady and this lord. So comes it, lady, you have been mistook, but nature to her bias through in that. You would have been contracted to a maid, nor are you therein by my life deceived. You're betrothed both to a maid and man.
Be not amazed. Right noble is his blood. If this be so, as yet the laugh seems true, I shall have share in this most happy wreck. Boy, thou hast told me 1,000 times thou never shouldst love a woman like to me.
All those sayings will I overswear, and all those swearings kept as true in soul as doth the orbed continent the fire that severs day from night.
Thy hand, and let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
The captain that did bring me first on shore hath my maid's garments. He upon some action is now in durance at Malvolio suit, a gentleman and follower of my lady's.
He shall enlarge him. Fetch Malvolio hither. Malvolio!
No.
Is this the madman?
Aye, my lord, the same. How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong, notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. Pray you, peruse that letter. You must not now deny it is your hand. Write from it, if you can, in hand or phrase, or say 'tis not your seal nor your invention. You can say none of this. Well, grant it then, and tell me, in the modesty of honor, why you have cast such clear lights of favor upon me. Bid me come smiling and cross-gartered to you, to put on yellow stockings, and to frown upon Toby and the lighter people. And acting this in an obedient hope, why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in a dark house, visited by the priest, and made the most notorious geck and gull that e'er invention played on? Tell me why.
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing. Though I confess much like the character, but unquestioned 'tis Mariah's hand. And now I do bethink me it was she first told me thou wast mad, then cam'st in smiling, and in such forms which were presupposed upon thee in the letter. But be content. This practice hath most shrewdly passed upon thee. But once we know the grounds and authors of it, thou shalt be both the plaintiff and the judge of thine own cause. Alas, poor fool, how they baffled thee.
Why, some are born great,
Some achieve greatness.
and some have greatness thrown upon them.
I'll be revenged on the whole pack of you.
He hath been most notoriously abused.
Pursue him, and entreat him to a peace. He hath not told us of the captain yet. When that is known and golden time convents, a solemn combination shall be made of our dear souls. Meantime, sweet sister, we will not part from hence. Cesario, come. So shall you be while you are a man. But when in other habits you are seen, Orsino's mistress and his fancy's queen.
When that I was and a little tiny boy with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, a foolish thing was but a toy. The rain, it raineth every day. A great while ago the world began with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, but that's all one, our play is done, and we'll strive to please you every day.